Just a few nights ago, we were standing right here. I gave you 2 chances not to count the Miami Heat out.
Yeah.
You counted them out, and it came down to late game execution the same way it did in Game 4, except this time Miami executed.
I can't explain. Listen, bottom line is this. Jimmy Butler was sensational, just like he was in Game 3. He showed up in Game 5, had another triple-double, 35, 12, and 11. Duncan Robinson came out of nowhere. This is a guy, forget missing shots. He couldn't get off shots against the Los Angeles Lakers. He dropped 26 tonight, hit 7 threes. But some of the key pivotal plays down the stretch, the Lakers messed up on. LeBron James has it going all night. He drives to the lane, makes the right play in terms of kicking it out to Danny Green. But Danny Green has not been your shot maker in this series or arguably throughout these playoffs. Everything was going for LeBron James. Why pass him the ball, particularly when Anthony Davis is in the opposite corner wide open, and he delivered the goods for you against Denver to win one of those games. So you might have kept the ball for yourself or gave it to your man, Anthony Davis. I did not anticipate this happening. Major props to the Miami Heat. And now that Anthony Davis's health is questionable because of his heel. Now we can, I mean, this is a problem because if he's not ready to go in Game 6 Sunday, then Miami, already playing with house money, could end up being at a decided advantage, and it may take a Herculean effort for LeBron James to avoid Game 7.
So do you come down now that the pressure is on the Lakers squarely in Game 6?
Well, I think so because of the health of Anthony Davis. Because Anthony Davis's health appears to be questionable, you need to get this series over in a Game 6 because clearly you can't rely on him being healthy. You can rely on LeBron James being healthy. You can rely on LeBron James doing what he does, but the Miami Heat are saying it's not going to be enough. You better get some help in order to beat you. And if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, this is a tough night. LeBron scores 40, Anthony Davis scores 28, and you still lose. That is a problem for the Los Angeles Lakers. Suddenly a Game 6 becomes incredibly pivotal. Look out.
So if you're Frank Vogel, who are you looking at saying, I need you to help these other 2 guys?
Well, first of all,
we're not in this situation again.
Well, first of all, I didn't call the cops yet, but there should be an APB out for Kyle Kuzma. You gonna do something? You shot like 3 of 10 from the field. You've done virtually nothing. Had about 7 points. Danny Green, you're a spot-up shooter. When LeBron James kicks it out to you, you're supposed to be the modern-day version of Steve Kerr or the modern-day version of John Paxson or somebody like that. The star kicks it out to you, and you hit a wide-open shot to deliver the goods, not brick it the way that he did. Guys got to be on their P's and Q's. They got to be up on it, but you need someone other than Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to help LeBron James and Anthony Davis make shots.
I don't really have a rooting interest. I just enjoy good basketball, and I want to see some more. So
I don't mind
let's do it
seeing
Sunday
more.
night.
I don't like being wrong, but damn, I was wrong. You gave me not 1 but 2 chances. You got me on this Friday night, bro. I got to admit it.
When you're locked up in a tight one, every possession counts. What do you make of that Lakers' last full possession?
Well, to really break down that possession, you have to go back a few plays. You know, they don't run pick and roll with Anthony Davis because you don't really get an advantage when Bron's going against Bam Adebayo. So they run pick and rolls with Duncan Robinson against Tyler Hero. So he had been setting that up play after play. A couple of times he posted up, a couple of times he's kicked it out. On that final play, what LeBron James did is he drove it super hard at Duncan Robinson and forced him to commit. But they don't want Duncan to stay on him. So then that's when he's able to kick it out to Danny Green. And, you know, to me, when I'm sitting there in my head, I'm thinking about The Last Dance, and I'm thinking about Michael Jordan telling Steve Kerr to be ready, and Steve Kerr saying, I'm going to be ready. Or I think about Game 7, in, the Lakers versus the Boston Celtics, and you have Kobe Bryant throwing it to Ron Artest because Kobe was really struggling. If you're going to win the NBA Finals, everyone is going to have to step up at some point in time.
Mark Jackson said watching a game like that makes you want to play or coach again. Do you get those same kind of feelings?
No, absolutely not. That's why I'm sitting here. Like, that right there gives me PTSD. Look, I came back from 3-1 against the greatest regular season team that this league has ever seen, and there was a lot of sleepless nights. And there wasn't just hanging out in the bubble. We were having to travel cross country. You know, Kevin Durant and Steph and Clay and Draymond, those guys will keep you up at night, and that is a compliment to them. So I am glad to be on this side, and I just get to comment on the things that I see.
All right, who's got the advantage Game 6 Sunday?
Well, I think this game was tailor-made for Miami Heat. Everyone's packing. There's gritty team. We got to be packed up out of here. The Lakers are doing the whole Mamba jersey, which I understand as much as that was inspiration for them, but that was also some inspiration for the Miami Heat. I think this was going to be their best shot, and to me, Game 6 is all about the Lakers, because if this goes to 7 after being 3-1, we don't even have to joke about the narrative. We know what it's going to be.